There is a big misconception that people are in the detriment of financial circumstances because they lack money. Well, I would argue that nobody on the planet lacks money because money is omnipresent and always available and always accessible. It isn't a lack of money that has people in detrimental financial circumstances. It is only a lack of awareness that people have of how much financial prosperity and financial abundance that is already present. So we're going to take that word today, awareness. Ladies and gentlemen, that word alone, not only is that word alone the foundation of the functions of the subconscious mind, but ladies and gentlemen, awareness is everything. Everything. And behind me is something that I personally created called the 4 entries to awareness. You've seen it here first, ladies and gentlemen, and I highly recommend you guys sit back and take notes because I'm about to expose to you these four entries of awareness. Every human being has to go through these 4 stages. And who knows, maybe you guys can be honest with yourself and find out what level of awareness that you are in today. It is only a lack of awareness that keeps people from arriving, you guys. It is only a lack of awareness. So follow me, you guys, as I sit and hopefully wow you guys with this behind me. And again, this is called the 4 entries to awareness. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Us as human beings, when we are first born, when we first make our debut on the planet, each and every last human being is at one stage of awareness. And that is adopted awareness. Now, a lot of you may say, Adrecus, I'm not adopted. What does that mean? Well, adopted awareness is the stage of awareness where us as human beings, we adopt the awareness that we've been subjected to from our parents, from our community, from our church. And as Don Miguel Ruiz put it, it's called domestication. This is where we adopt all of the perspectives, all of the awareness, all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom that we have been forced to accept due to it being forced upon us. So this keeps us here, ladies and gentlemen. Every human being, when they're first born, we are here. This is adopted awareness, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, look how small this box is, people. So when we're at the stage of adopted awareness, guess what? Our awareness can only go so far, ladies and gentlemen. So far. We're boxed in. This is adopted awareness, you guys. Okay? When we're at that stage of adopted awareness, we take on all of the beliefs, perspectives, ideas that have been forced upon us. So when we first make our debut on the world, probably about the first 7 to 10 years, we're not thinking for ourselves, you guys. We don't develop our ideas. We don't develop our beliefs. We have simply adopted the beliefs, perspectives that has been forced upon us, ladies and gentlemen. This is where we are at here when we're first on this planet. Adopted awareness, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, this awareness is a tad bit of awareness, right? So if we only have a tad bit of awareness, this is why we're only living a tad bit of a life when we're in this stage here. Second level of awareness, second entry of awareness is called neglected awareness. So what's neglected awareness? Neglected awareness is when we get to that stage where we're starting to realize that most of the beliefs that we have adopted from this stage, we start getting to that phase where we start seeing that most of these beliefs, perspectives, preconceived notions that we have adopted are nothing but lies and have no basis of truth. So once we get to this level, neglected awareness, guess what happens? that box or being boxed in at the adopted awareness goes away. And as you guys can see, our awareness is able to stretch out more in this area. This is where we start realizing that a lot of stuff that we've believed, a lot of stuff that we've downloaded in our subconscious mind to be true is false. To me, when I went through my period of neglected awareness, when I was here, this is where the fun starts, because you start to realize, like, hold on. Why did I start believing this? Or why do I see this as true? Or when did I accept this idea or this belief to be true? So we start questioning our beliefs and our ideas at this stage. At this stage of neglected awareness, we start neglecting the adopted beliefs. We start neglecting and we start realizing, like, hold on, these things aren't true. There's no basis of truth behind these ideas. So this is the second stage, second entry of awareness, ladies and gentlemen. The third level, this is where it gets good. The third level is discovery awareness. Now, this stage is the sweet spot. So many of you may say, okay, what's discovery awareness? Discovery awareness is that level of awareness where after we have neglected those adopted beliefs, we go into this stage, we go into this entry of awareness where we start discovering things that are true. We start discovering what's my purpose. We start discovering, well, what do I want to believe? What truth do I want to develop? What feels as facts to me? This is the level where we start searching. We start discovering more truth. We start discovering more things that make sense in our world. We start discovering our divine greatness. This is the sweet spot, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what happens when you step in discovery awareness? You no longer are boxed in at the level of neglected awareness. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, each level of awareness stretches your ability to be aware more. It expands more. This is why awareness is so important, ladies and gentlemen. Awareness gives you choices and choices give you freedom. So when we get out of that stage of neglected awareness, where we start realizing a lot of stuff have been false, we start discovering things that now make sense, that we have control over. And guess what this does? In the next level of awareness, it gives us more means to be aware. It stretches our awareness. Look how much room we got here, ladies and gentlemen. Right? This is the stage right before each and every last human being has their spiritual breakthrough. This is the level before every last human being starts knowing who they truly are, which brings me to the entry level 4, which is, as you guys can see it up here, divine awareness. This is the jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see at divine awareness, guess what? There's no box, ladies and gentlemen. There's no bounds. There's nothing keeping the divine awareness constrained, right? Because in divine awareness, you come to the realization that there are literally no limits to the things that you can do. When you get to divine awareness, the divine spirit in you is what's your essence. That's the greatest version of yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Your divine awareness. This is where you start realizing that all of the results that you get in the external world are only based on your subconscious mind and what's been embedded in your subconscious mind and your awareness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the goal. We were put on this earth, ladies and gentlemen, to only get to and arrive at our divine awareness. This is the jackpot. This is the sweet spot. This is where people start really feeling confident. In divine awareness, you don't feel the need to explain why you do certain things. You don't feel the need to fit in. You don't feel the need to inculcate, if you will, other people's beliefs and other people's ideas. You're firm in what's true to you. You've developed happiness. You've developed peace. You've developed that sense of security, and you're so at peace with yourself, and you know yourself. You know your divine essence. This is divine awareness. So when you step into this level of awareness, this is where all the magic happens, baby. When you step into this level of awareness, you'll come to realize that there are no limits to the things that you can do, to the things that you can create, to the aspects of life you can arrive at. Because in divine awareness, as you can see, there is no limits. There's no limits. You can go to the highest of the highest, and you aren't bound to anything because you know your divine awareness and your divine presence is the ultimate goal to arrive at in this world. Ladies and gentlemen, what level are you at? What entry are you at right now in your awareness? What entry are you at in your awareness? Where are you trying to arrive to in your awareness? Do you still feel that you're at your adopted awareness, where you feel yourself being subordinate to other people's beliefs? Where you're at, where you can only live a tad bit of a life because you have a tad bit of awareness? Are you at your neglected awareness, where you're starting to see how most things that you thought to be true aren't true? Are you at that stage where you're starting to see, well, I don't know how I got this belief, or I don't know what made me believe this, but I'm starting to see how there's no basis of truth to this? Or are you at your discovery awareness, where you're starting to see you are more than what people have subjugated you to? Are you at that stage where you're finding yourself, or you're trying to find who you truly are, where you're looking for the answers, where you're trying to find out what's your divine presence and the limits that your divine presence has? Well, it has no limits. Trust me. Or are you at the ever greatest destination, where you will truly see that you can create a level of harmonious living beyond imagine, that brings so much internal and external peace? That level where your subconscious mind creates all of your external circumstances and situations. Find out what level of awareness you are at. Only strive to get to the level of no limits, which is your divine awareness. I pray that this message may be a blessing to you guys. Until next time, God bless. Adrecus Culbreath. Thank you.